can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Browns defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
To pass, Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Passing play, Flacco. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Looking to throw. Sanders. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 22. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now the rookie's free. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Sanders flushed out right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sanders. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Short pass caught by Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Flacco. They'll roll him out right. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Sanders now throwing on fourth down. Down inside the 10. And he's all the way down. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Off the play fake. Sanders, he'll buy some time right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw is Sanders. Off the play fake. This is caught. Touchdown, Brown. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. That was their defensive